2015, really busy. What's going on? What are you up to?
It's really, the last years has been a growth period for me, honestly. Just growing in terms of songwriting, connecting with people, because, you know, as much as I love the last project, and like it's my baby, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I still feel like there's a lot of things I could have did a little better or connected with people a little more. So the last year I just been really just tightening up my skills, like sharpening the sword, and just making sure that everything that I was making was going to be impactful and like make people feel something. So it was like, whether you hate it or love it, you feel a certain way because of the music makes you feel. Yeah,
definitely. What are some of the messages that you're going to deliver in the next project, or the next songs, or the next piece that's going to represent Roger Will? You know what I'm saying? How is it different from the first one?
How is it different?
And not only in growth, because you're always going to get better, but like, what are some of the messages? Like, what are we going to see? What are we going to learn about you this time around?
This time around is going to be a little different. It's not going to be so personal, because the last album was super, super personal. So I felt like I expressed myself a lot, but I wasn't necessarily, I was letting people in, but I wasn't necessarily connecting with everybody. So this time around, I want to kind of, you know, use my stories, but make sure that they're everyone's story. So like, when I write a song, I want to make sure you can drive down the street and be like, this is my shit. This is the way I live. This is the way I think. This is the way I feel. Definitely. Or if you're in a relationship, you feel like you're the male in the song, and you know what I mean? You're like talking down, not talking down, because I don't want to talk down to women. Love women, respect women, got 3 sisters, shout out to them. So, but if you're in an argument, I want you to feel like, you know, like, you have the same perspective that I have.
I'm feeling exactly what he's saying.
Exactly what I'm saying. So it's, and not only that, but I want to make sure this time around, my music is just bigger than rap.
Okay. In what ways?
In what ways? My music on the first project displays a lot of me just rapping. Okay. And no one knows that I wrote pretty much like 90% of the choruses on the album. But I would reference them and then have other people singing. So this time around, I just want to make sure that I'm actually the one that's performing some of those parts that are not just rap. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel you. So could we expect anything from you soon, or are you just still gonna just kind of like feel out what's going on and like what's going on?
I'm gonna sprinkle songs on you.
Sprinkle songs? I mean, you've been doing that. What were the new ones that you what's the last one that you just put out? The Snap was a freestyle for DJ Boot. That was really, it's kind of funny how the world works and how it really is, man.
Twitter works. So like that's a series that's been around for a very long time, and they've had Kendrick Lamar on there, Big Crit, and like a bunch of like people that J. Cole and people that are bigger now. And it was something that I've always wanted to do, like almost like, you know, like being in the Source when you was a kid, or like, you know what I mean? It's like almost like an accomplishment. So one day I just tweeted, I was like, yo, I always wanted to be on the DJ Booth freestyle series. I got a text. Like, yo, send me an email, we'll set that up. And I was like, oh shit.
Wait, you got a text?
Yeah, from Z. Z runs the site, so he's like, he reached out to me and he was like, yo, let's make it happen. Okay. You know what I mean? You've been featured on the website. You know what I mean? We're a fan of your music, we support you, let's make it happen.
For sure, that's what's up, man. How do you feel about the music scene in Rhode Island? I know you have a lot of ties with, you know what I'm saying, with John Hope came up, Crew Alxndr, those are some names that came up. What's your opinion, or how do you feel about that market for, you know, artists, the music scene, the entertainment out there? What is your feel on that?
I think it's at the best place it's ever been.
Definitely.
Because the thing is, like, I've been around for a while, so I got to see like different stages, and now we're at a point that people are really making, putting their footprints in the sand. You know what I mean? Like, it's before everything was so local. And it's like everybody had this one local mentality that everything was just, you had to be the king of Rhode Island. That shit is whack. If you want to be the king of Rhode Island, that shit is whack. Rhode Island is this big. People don't even know where we're from. We have to get outside and make them realize who we are. We have to put us on the map. Don't be stuck in that mentality, that crab in the bucket mentality. That shit is whack. But I think the music scene itself is in a much better place. Definitely. You got people that are like Kari Durgans, he's been on every publication you can think about right now. Who's killing it? You got Russell Simmons tweeting his videos and stuff like that. You got John Hope on Shade 45. Like, you got people. John Hope's been in XXL magazine, so it's like there's people that are really making moves and letting people know that it's possible to get outside of the state and gain notoriety outside of Rhode Island. So people getting over that mentality, but there's some dope artists coming out of Rhode Island.
For sure, there definitely is. Like I said, I deal with so many people out there, and I definitely am seeing Rhode Island grow, and I think it's definitely going to continue to grow. And like at some point, we're going to get to that place where it's like, yo, that's Rhode Island right there. Yo, you're from Rhode Island. And people aren't gonna be questioning like, yo, Long Island? Nah. You know, we're straight from RI. But I just seen WBRU. They have their like
top 10.
Their top 10, which is dope because like I said, Rhode Island didn't have that before. Yeah. They just had their first list last year. This is their second list. How do you feel, like, especially not being there, but that's where your fan base is? Yeah. Grinding out here, how does it feel to be named one of the top artists, top 10 artists? From RI. Yeah. I don't know if the list came out yet.
Yeah, they mentioned. Did? Well, they didn't give the summary of the people, but they listed the people who are going to be on the top 10.
Okay.
So my name did get listed.
Okay, yeah.
It's humbling. Even though it's a small accomplishment, it's an accomplishment.
Definitely.
You know, people need to really like enjoy every bit of success that they have. Even if it's small. If you get somebody that shoots you a text that's like, yo, just heard your song, it's dope. Live in that moment. Enjoy that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So being a top 10 rapper from Rhode Island and not being in Rhode Island for a whole year and I'm still on people's radar, that's a good thing.
For sure. It definitely inspires you to push forward, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. It lets me know that people still support me too. Because as you know, in many forms of life, most people have that mind state of out of sight, out of mind. Yep. So it's like I'm still on people's minds, even though I'm not there. Yeah. So it's definitely dope.
What's going on? What are we gonna see from you in the next 3 years?
In the next 3 years?
It's hard to say because like,
man, it's all about evolution. It's all about evolution. So you're gonna see the core of a man. Okay. Who evolves into a better man, and then you're gonna see an artist who evolves into a better artist. Yeah. And an artist who started from nothing to get a little bit more, and then, you know, a full plate. Okay. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah. Wherever that goes. Wherever that plate ends up being. Whatever's on that plate from Thanksgiving, it's gonna be full.
Okay, we're looking forward to that. Now, this is how I always end like all of my interviews because it's such a great question. It inspires, it kinda gets us to get a piece of who you are, and it's always different, all the time. What's your definition of success? Have you reached that yet? And if not, how are you going to reach it?
Everybody, you know this, everybody has a different definition of success. But my true definition of success is happiness. Yep. Happiness. It can be broken down. And the most simple thing in life is happiness. And when I feel like I'm fulfilled, when I feel like I'm doing everything every day that I love to do and I'm happy 100%, I know I'm successful.
That's what's up. Definitely. I like that definition. Happiness is very important. I feel like that's the core. Like if you're not happy, then do something. So
I think it's more important than money.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Happiness to me is like happiness and love are the two things that I want to accomplish in my lifetime. Where I feel like I'm in love, but I want to feel like I'm happy within my career and family and everything. And just life. But those two things, once I find those two things and then they're combined together, it's like, all right, I made it. We made it,
nigga. We made it. Nah, but thank you for having me today. For sure, it was nice meeting you. Yo, make sure you guys check out his work, Roger Blue. You can check him out, listenToRoger.com. He has SoundCloud, which is your SoundCloud's Listen to Roger as well. Like you said, that's the brand, Listen to Roger. Even on Twitter, make sure you check him out.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
All of it. Make sure you check him out. And yeah, definitely we're looking forward to that full plate in the next 3 years. Alright?
We're gonna see.
Alright, man. We out.
Hey, Rhode Island. Love y'all.
Shout out to